This video is for class 11th, where we are going to start with the chapter Bank Reconciliation Statement. Now, what is a bank reconciliation statement? Short form we can write BRS. It is a statement which is helping us to reconcile. Reconcile means recheck, right? And we have two books, cash book and pass book. So cash book is with the owner, which we have already studied in this chapter, the previous chapter, cash book, triple column cash book, right? And pass book is issued by the bank, right? That means cash book is made by the owner and pass book is made by the bank. So whenever you have a question of BRS, you always have four types of question. There are four types of questions. I will make different videos for every type so that whenever you are studying one, you should not merge it with the other one, right? So for the first type, there are actually debit side of cash book, credit side of cash book. This becomes type 1, right? And this becomes type 2. Same ways, we have debit side of passbook and credit side of passbook, right? And therefore this is type 3 and this is type 4, right? Debit side means the positive side, credit side means the negative side of cash book, right? And in passbook it is opposite. The credit of passbook or the bank is adding and the debit is less. That means reduction. So this shows us that the passbook has its own debit and credit and cash book has its own debit and credit. So for the first one type, we will be starting with the question of debit balance as per cash book, right? I will continue this as a question only so that you have a better understanding. The format is as such: the BRS as on so and so date of so and so person as per the information available in the question. Then you have to make one particulars, add and less, right? Now these all the entries which we are going to study here, they are all happening just because of the time gap between the transactions being passed in the cash book and then in the passbook, right? So the just because of the time gap, that means if it is a check issued or if it is a check represented, anything, right? But the check is actually happening, something is happening both ways, but actually one place it is being added but the other is getting added after some time gap, right? And in which that only the month gets changed, and this BRS is made in the month end, right? So for the positive balance of the cash book, we will be starting the question like this, that debit balance as per cash book. Whatever the amount is given, debit means plus, so you write that amount in plus. This is the single technology of doing these questions. Do not apply too much methods because you will get confused, right? So just apply a simple technology that if it is a positive balance of cash book, you have to, because it is an add, you have to start the question from the adding one. If this was credit balance, that means the question's first amount shall come with the less amount, right? And the rest concept is same. If the question is of cash book, you have to see that what is happening in passbook. For example, I'll make a working note over here. This is cash book, this is passbook. Working note for question number 1. It says, I'm doing illustration number 1 because this is actually more very clear about all the transactions. The first one is checks for 88,400 sent for collection have not been cleared by the bank so far. That means we sent them for collection. मैंने सोचा कि the money will come into my account. मैंने collection के लिए भेज दिए, but passbook did not collect it so far. उसने कुछ भी नहीं किया. अब यहाँ पे प्लस तो नहीं हुए हैं पैसे, ठीक है? तो प्लस नहीं हुए होंगे तो what is the opposite thing? कि वो माइनस हुए होंगे. And the amount is 8400. I will just write it 8400 on the less, and here I will write the first entry, that is checks sent for collection not credited yet, right? I told you, just you have to see that if the question is of cash book, you have to see the sign whatever is happening in passbook, and the first entry has to be seen. If it is a debit balance of cash book, it has to be started from the positive side. If it was a credit balance, you have to start it from the less side, right? Rest, there is no such other technology of doing the question. You just need to create an understanding in your mind that what is the question trying to say. When it says checks issued but not yet presented for payment, checks issued but not presented for पेमेंट, मैंने तो इशू कर दिए, वहाँ पे इशू नहीं हुए, वहाँ पे अभी पैसे नहीं कटे, तो दैट मीन्स माइनस नहीं हुए तो क्या हुए होंगे, प्लस. द अमाउंट इज 5600, सो इट सेज चेक्स इशूड नॉट presented. These particulars carries actually no importance because you have to directly write that line only. The main concept is to think that it has to be on the adding side, the amount, or what amount, and if it is to be on the less side, then what amount. Next is there is a debit of 80 in the passbook for bank charges. Bank charges passbook में debit है. Passbook का debit क्या होता है? Minus. अगर आपको पता है बहुत अच्छी बात है, नहीं पता है you just make this. When I taught it in the class also, then also I told you that you just make this terminology every time and make a working note every time in the question, right? So it is a debit in the passbook. Simple. मुझे passbook चाहिए, passbook का sign मिल गया. Simple, use -80. कुछ भी और नहीं करना है. Just put bank charges and write down 80 amount on the left side and it is done. नेक्स्ट, बैंक हैज़ क्रेडिटेड. बैंक का क्रेडिट क्या होता है? प्लस. और वैसे भी इंटरेस्ट जो है वो बैंक से मिलता है, बट दीज आर नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन कैश बुक. दैट मीन्स पासबुक हैज़ गिवन यू सम 240 रुपीज़ का इंटरेस्ट, बट यू हैव नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इट. तो मैंने प्लस कर लिया, राइट. एंड इंटरेस्ट अलाउड बाय द बैंक. Got it? Next is a customer deposited 2000 directly in the bank account, but these were recorded only in passbook. मेरे अकाउंट में किसी ने सीधा पैसे जमा करा दिए, मुझे पता ही नहीं, राइट. आई हैव नो इन्फॉर्मेशन. मुझे तो पासबुक वाला साइन चाहिए जो कि मुझे डायरेक्टली मिल गया 2000. सो डायरेक्टली पोस्ट 2000 एंड राइट कस्टमर डायरेक्ट डिपॉजिट. Right, the last transaction, according to the standing orders of Rajesh Chauhan, the bank has made following payments by debiting his account. मतलब debiting his account मतलब बैंक ने कुछ payments कर दी. किस किस चीज़ की? Club fees 500, LIC premium 2500. That means total 3000 rupees. These were not recorded in cash book. Cash book में record ना cash book में ये record हुआ ना cash book में कुछ भी record नहीं हुआ, right? तो लेकिन जो जो passbook में होता जा रहा है हम वो करते जा रहे हैं, right? So it is negative side 3000. So I will write 3000 on the negative side, which is payments made by bank, right? Now the next scheme of calculating the answer, or which you can say is how to calculate the answer. You have to do the total, both the sides. Do the total. It will come out to 5 7 7 7 14 15 25 2 5 and then 8 12 1 2 0, and do the total from here also. 84 9 10 11 11,480. So 11480. Now you see that if it is a plus of 25120 and minus 11480, plus होंगे या minus होंगे? Plus minus is minus. You will calculate the answer. Whatever comes, answer is coming in plus. That means it has to be represented on the plus side. I think it will come to 13,640. So you write जहाँ पे total कर दिया उसके नीचे 13,640 rupees. Right, like this. And what will you write is this is of the passbook, and passbook का plus is what? Credit. So you will be writing credit balance as per passbook, right? And the normal technology, अगर question debit balance से शुरू होता है, ख़त्म भी credit पे होता है, cash book से शुरू होता है, passbook पे ख़त्म होता है, right? So this is 99% for sure that this will happen. 1% rare chance that the same sign or same thing can come, right? cash book की जगह पे तो passbook ही आएगा. यहाँ पे debit और debit बहुत 1% chances होते हैं कि आ सकता है, नहीं तो otherwise नहीं आता है. This is type 1 question. The next video I will make of type 2, and then you can like it, and then you can watch it easily. Any doubt, please you can write it in the description box or the comment box. Thank you so much.